Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Delta.
Throwing Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Hunt on the draw play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check.
From his goal line here, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Watson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Get in the weight room.
Right there.
Right there. 54 Mike. I got one.
Watson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, come on now. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To the air yet again, Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, I got you. Watch twist.
This is Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On the double.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
You draw Porter. Now.
On 3rd and 2, Jones got a man, Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Giants.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson going to throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Watch the run.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. Go.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Check 24. Run, go.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
218, chop.
Barkley. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Roy.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones going up top. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. first half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check right. Watching you come on.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Watson now to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Switch.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
10 logo. 6 man. Check curls. 6, pull it high. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Jones on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jones now. Off play action. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 17 yards to pick up there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here we go. 25, check 25.
Be different.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and this is caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
24. Check 55.
Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's McBride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Alert.
Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Cochran. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the run here, the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 7, Jones, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Wild.
Jones off the play fake. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they've scored again, extending their lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, 59. He's checking. Crash.
Watson. Wide open receiver complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together. He's coming. We got 54. 55, Mike 50, football. Eat. Stay with your man. Mike 55, Mike 50.
Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
55's my guy, 55. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Where's Dick?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Shit, watch the shit.
Back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Giants 21.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can